Hello students, today I am going to explain the next concept, Ohm's law. What is Ohm's law? Ohm's law, it is used to find out the relationship between potential difference V and current flowing through the circuit. So see here, there is a circuit which consisting the wire of length xy, and this is the voltmeter which is used to measure the voltage or potential difference. This is ammeter, it is connected in series. It is used to find out the current through the circuit. Okay, this is plug key, and here we use only one cell. Okay, first we use only one cell as the source in the circuit. So now make a column, okay, or make a table. In the first column, number of cells used in the circuit, and second column current, third column voltage, and at the last find out the V by I ratio. Okay, first we use only one cell as the source. Okay, when you switch it on, the source will provide the charges. The charges are flowing through the circuit. Okay, now we note the reading in the ammeter and voltmeter and note down here. Okay, first use only one cell and note down the current and voltage. Find out the V by I. So next use two cells. Okay, next we use two cells. Two cells are the source of the circuit. So when you switch it on, these two cells or provide the charges. Charges are flowing through the circuit. At the same time, note down the current and the voltage and find out V by I. Next we find out the next we use third cell. Okay, three cells. Now we use three cells. Okay, so similarly repeat the same thing and note down the current and voltage. So now we use four cells. Okay, now we use four cells. Repeat the same experiment. Note down the current and voltage and find out the V by I ratio. Okay, and now draw the graph. Now draw the graph. This is potential difference. In short, I will write PD. Potential difference. Here current. Okay, and draw these values. Okay, here. So we get straight line. We get straight line which is passed to the origin, which is passed through the origin of the graph. So this straight line represent the V by I is constant. Okay, V by I is constant. So from this graph we can state the Ohm's law. How? Before going to that, this Ohm's law was first found out by the German physicist George Simon Ohm in 1827. He found out the relationship between current flowing in a metallic wire and potential difference across the terminals of the circuit. So he states that potential difference, this is the statement. The statement of Ohm's law is the potential difference, PD means potential difference V across the ends of a given metallic wire in an electric circuit is directly proportional to the current flowing through it, and temperature remains constant. Remember, temperature remains constant. Okay, so in equation we can write it as the potential difference V is directly proportional to current flowing through it. This is equation 1. Okay. So this can be written as V is equal to, so when you remove this proportionality constant, it becomes I into R. Okay. So this is the equation 2. Here R is a proportionality constant. Okay. So this is the constant for a given metallic wire, and this is called a resistance. Remember that. Okay. Which is very important in this chapter. So that is Ohm's law. Ohm's law means potential difference V is directly proportional to the current flowing through it. When you remove the proportionality constant, we get R. R is the constant for the given metallic wire, and it is called a what? Resistance. So what is resistance? Resistance means it is a property of the conductor, or it is a property of the metallic wire to resist the flow of charges through the circuit. So resistance means it is a property of conductor. Remember that it is a property of conductor. Okay. It resists. Resist means it opposes the flow of charges. Okay. The SI unit of resistance is ohm. Remember that SI unit of resistance is ohm. According to this Ohm's law, so we can here see that V is equal to I into R. So R is equal to V by I. So this is the resistance. Okay. See here, if the potential difference, this is V is the potential difference. If the potential difference across the two ends of the conductor is 1 volt. If the potential difference is 1 volt, current through the circuit is 1 ampere. We know that. Okay, 1 ampere. Ampere is the unit of the current. And resistance. The resistance becomes R is equal to 1 volt divided by 1 ampere is equal to 1 ohm. Okay, is equal to 1 ohm. This is 1 ohm. Okay. And one more thing here, we observe that I is equal to V by R. When you rearrange this equation, if you get, see here, R is equal to V by I. So, okay. When you cross multiply these two one, R is goes to here, I is goes to here. So, I is equal to V by R. So, see here, current is inversely proportional to the resistance. Or if you taken this equation, if you get the confusion, so R is equal to V by I. See this equation, here resistance and currents are inversely proportional to each other. Yes, if the current is increases, resistance is decreases, because current is in denominator. So this, if the current value is increases, resistance value is decreases. If the current value is decreases, resistance value is increases. Okay. In generally, we use variable resistance. Variable resistance. The variable resistance means here, this is the component or an instrument used to regulate the current. Regulate the current means it is changing the current without changing the voltage. So variable resistance means it is an instrument used to change the current. Change the current without changing the voltage value. Remember that, without changing the voltage value. So that this instrument is called a variable resistance. So in nowadays we use a rheostat as a resistance. Okay, nowadays we use in electrical circuit a rheostat, which is used to vary the resistance in a circuit. Remember that. Rheostat. Rheostat is also used to change the current value, or it is used as a resistance. It is used as a resistance. Okay. So which is used as a resistance. Remember that.